Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
I'm getting nearer, nearer and dearer to your heart. Oh, I'm getting nearer, nearer and dearer to your heart. Oh, tell your other lover that he can't keep us apart. Oh, 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 and when you see him, tell him to be on his way. And when you see him, tell him to be on his way. Oh, tell him that your daddy's coming back home to stay. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer. Yes, yes. Whoa, whoa. That what I say is all fun. Oh, he may be thinking that what I say is all fun. Oh, just say get on your traveling shoes, 'cause here my daddy comes. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer, yes, yes. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer, yes, baby. Whoa, whoa, getting nearer.
Right then, well, we've come to the having because there's a lot of things happening in the ground. There's been proposals that to help us generate some extra cash, which we're desperately in need for, is that having folk who are rooted here are moved. Now, it's happened in the past, so we've come to the having to talk to one or two having regulars to get their opinions as to what they feel and how it should happen. Now, I've got Margaret. Now, Margaret, what's your feeling about the proposal about moving the having regulars, only temporary, to generate some extra cash and give this to some away fans that could actually fill it? What do you think?
No, I don't agree with it. I think we should stay here and move them from behind the goal.
Right, what, the Newmarket Road
Yes.
singing
Oh,
lot?
yeah.
You not think that might be a bit sort of like the players look forward to hearing the
Well,
behind
they
the
can
stand?
still sing in this bit, can't
Right.
they? Yeah.
So what, you're suggesting that the Newmarket Road and the Having share them and give the away? But do you not think that the mingling of the fans coming in the front entrance could then affect security and things like that? See, with this way, they only have to come round the back and they're all skated, aren't they?
But they're all together. Half the time they're all together, aren't they? They
Right.
walk through the streets together.
Right.
So what's the difference?
In the heat at the moment, in the heat of battle, Margaret? It's a possibility, isn't it? A possibility. I mean, it's just this way, there is segregation, isn't there? Everybody here has to go a side way, so you can deal with it. If you put people over there, they may not, well, there's no segregation, because they're coming straight out into the United fans. There is the opportunity, especially like Peterborough games, trouble could happen. From a security point of view, do you think that still it's got to be considered?
Well, it could happen, but if people are going to fight, they're going to fight wherever they are. It's true.
You're going to fight with me, Margaret.
No. No, get Reg over it.
But do you see the point, though, of generating extra money?
Yeah, but when we've been moved out of here before, they've never filled this up.
Right.
And people who have been here for years haven't come back.
Right. So do you not think for the... I don't think they're saying every game. They're saying big games, such as like today, where the fans could fill this having. I mean, there are some teams that are coming here this season that will bring enough fans to fill the whole stand. Do you think that we should do it just for those one-off occasions?
I think you should think of us who come here regularly all the time.
Right.
Not just his pocket.
So your idea is to put the singers in here with you and give the away fans that and just that alone?
And they could get that money all the time until everything's sorted out.
OK. Well, it's a point of view, Margaret. You've had the opportunity to say it, and that'll go out next week. All right. Excellent. Right, we're back with the Habbiners. OK, found myself another habit. Mark it is. Right, Mark. Now, what's your opinion about being moved out in the, well, to support, to bring cash in? What do you think?
Mixed feelings, really. I can appreciate that the club need the revenue at the moment and we're not getting the gates. But as a season ticket holder, I feel the Having is like my home. I've been here for the last 5 seasons. Came here, probably started coming here nearly 30 years ago. And so mixed feelings. I can appreciate from the club's point of view, they need to raise the money, but it feels like being moved out of my house.
Can you see any alternative though, Mark, to sort of find a mutual sort of understanding for everybody? I mean, is there any other alternative for the short term anyway?
The short term, possibly not. Medium term, what I personally feel the club should be looking is build the away stand, get them from that, and then we can concentrate on doing the stand. But it's crazy that everything's grounds right now. We've got money from the Football Trust, etc., to start work. So let's get the inn built, get the fans there, let the Having people at their own area they do, support the club, get the revenue, and concentrate on the homestand in the not too distant future, hopefully.
Well, that's an interesting view. It's a fair one, but understanding your feelings, all right?
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. This is our territory, isn't it?
Yep.
So I understand that. All right, we're going to have a chat with some others to see how we get on. Cheers,
Okay.
Mark. All right,
Cheers,
thanks a lot. Right, I'm moving up and down the Having, right, because I know people right across are getting a broad spectrum of opinion. So, what do you reckon about moving out the Having? I mean, it's not a happy occasion, but where do you feel? Do you think it's the right thing, or do you have an alternative?
I've enjoyed the banter with all the away fans this year, I must admit, but you know, if it brings more money to the club, I'm quite happy to stand over there and have a good atmosphere. As long as the atmosphere is good, that's all I'm bothered about. But I've had a good banter with the Cardiff fans, you know, 1-0 up. They like it, man, do you know what I mean?
So you've got no problem and you understand?
No, I understand totally, you know what I mean?
Right.
I just think I don't like all the all-ticket thing. It's been a total it's up, you know. And I just think for the occasional supporter, you've got to make it easy for them. They don't need no obstructions. You know, I mean, you've got to make it easy for people to come up here. That's the thing. I mean, we need the money. Get the people in. I'm quite happy to stand over there. I stood over there 20 years, you know that. So, you know, Pingy, come and talk to us.
Come on, Dave, don't you turn it back. Now, this is one of the most famous men in Cambridge, right?
Yeah.
Known you how long, Dave? 25, 30 years, it must be now.
25, yeah.
Right, so, Dave, what about moving out?
Yeah, I'm not bothered about it. I don't mind. I'll go in the stand or in the north stand. I'm not bothered. As long as it helps the club and we get forward, take the money that we need to take to get the development, and everything's fine, isn't it? You know.
Do you understand the feeling about the people who don't want to move? Do you?
Not really, because I think, you know, your ultimate aim is for the club, so...
Right, it's all going in the coffers.
yeah, that's right, yeah, that's what we need, yeah. The development, most important thing at the moment, and, you know, the money mustn't stop coming in, so if we lose money through not having the revenue, let's have the revenue. Right. I don't matter if there's more standing here, there's more £10 here, that's how you've got to look at it, you know.
Final point, Dave, what are you impressed what we've done here with here today? Different?
Yeah, it's a different setup altogether, and it's about time that we'd played this game for a long while. We're much stronger now in depth in the front, and the balls we're are getting from midfield, we're making some use of now instead of wasting them and squandering it. Yeah, and we do like the big one. He's good.
Right.
Yeah.
No, number one. Yeah. Hehe. He is.
Yeah,
Armand.
Can't pronounce the French word.
Hehe. All right,
We
boys.
call him the big one.
The big one.
The big one.
Al, come here. Al, come here. Come here. Right, Gilbert, right? Now, Gilbert, me and Gilbert, how long we known each other, Gilbert? 25, 30 years getting on. Right, how long have you been in the Abbey, Gilbert?
Since we got kicked out of the TikTok.
Since you grew up? Gilbert, what about moving out? What's your feelings?
Well, not really happy, because I don't think the club have done enough to entice the floating fan. Basically, what they could have done is they could have put pictures in the newspapers. They could have had collection points around the town like newsagents, had the lottery agents pick up those vouchers, and they could have linked it in with the city leisure card. There's lots of things that they could have done and they haven't, and they basically just sat on their backsides and waited for the fan to come to them rather than the other way round. And people in Cambridge are too apathetic.
So do you think that overall... Marky, I didn't know you. What about moving out of Abbey quickly?
I will be bored.
Right, moving out of Abbey.
Where I stand. Yeah, I don't care. Anywhere. As long as I see the game.
Let's see how we get on. Right then, I'd like to just quickly introduce you to George. Now, George took part in the CFU tournament a couple of weeks ago, but you got injured, George, didn't you? Yeah. But your team, did they come runners up? They come runners up, and you didn't get your trophy. So what's just happened?
I had a picture taken with Lionel Perez.
And they give you your trophy?
Yeah.
And he's your favourite player here, isn't he?
Yeah.
What was the injury you got at the tournament?
Another player just, his knee got me in the eye.
And was it all right?
Yeah.
Well, you still got another one, haven't you? So that's all right. OK, welcome to the Abbey. Enjoy your day. What do you reckon the score's going to be today, George?
2-0 to us.
I do. Have a good day then. All right, excellent stuff. OK, now, who up with me now is Joe. Now, Joe, is this a hobby that you do?
Well, I'm retired now.
Right.
I'm 65 now.
OK, but what Joe's done is you're visiting every ground. That's not just league ground, it's any ground. Is that right, Joe?
Non-league as well.
Non-league as well. So how many have you visited so far?
564.
564. You was at Peterborough last week. I remember seeing you just outside.
Yeah.
How did you get on there?
Not too bad.
So what do you actually do when you go to the ground? What do you actually look to say, well, I've been there? What do you do?
I get an native letter because I'm being sponsored by a certain company, which is Canal Time.
So you get a letter to say that you've been there?
Yeah.
Do you actually get to see him that you go and visit his
Yes.
ground?
Yeah.
What's your favourite game you've seen out of all of them? You must have seen a few.
At
Beauty, you've been abroad as well?
Yes.
Spot on. So what's your favourite ground you've been to?
New Camp.
New Camp. Right, can't be bad. What about Cambridge? Are they looked after you today?
Yeah, yes.
Have you been here before, Joe?
No, I've drove past here before.
Right. Where are you from yourself?
Barrow Furnace.
Barrow in Furnace. Well, Joe, welcome to Cambridge United.
Yes.
And what's your ultimate goal then? How many are you looking to get to? Or are you just going to keep going?
I've finished in February.
Right.
I've got 16 left.
Right. Have you done all the Premier Leagues?
Non-league as well.
Did they treat you right in the Premier League?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spot on. You deserve it, mate.
Yeah.
Good luck to
Especially Man United. I introduced Lee Sharp, Keith Gillespie, Nicky Butt, Paul Scully, Man United.
That can't be bad, can it?
No.
Look after yourself, mate, and have a good trip for the rest of the journey. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Any money for the club?
Right, well, we're actually just looking for interviews to talk about the movement of the Abbey, but there's another point that's just been raised, which me and Matt, the cameraman, have just figured out for the first time, so we don't often get over this side. But all of that painting is now a keep clear area, and Chris, who I've just approached to ask about a point of view on the Abbey, has raised another point there. So, I mean, you bring your little fella here with you. What's your feelings about this?
Well, one week we come, we cannot stand near the hoarding. The next week he couldn't stand near it. And this week, we just can't stand there. Now in the Abbey end, they can stand right against the line. So what's the idea?
So you've been told the stewards that the no, no, we're doing something. We're filming it. So have the stewards actually said that the kids can lean on the barrier?
Yeah, no, it's a safety aspect.
Right. What's your name?
Jordan.
And would you like to stand against there, Jordan, or do you think you could see here?
I'd stand against there.
You'd like to stand against the barrier? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will show this interview to the club, and we will talk to some and see what we can do about getting some way so that you can stand against the barrier, all right? We'll see what we do, Chris. We'll bring it to the club's attention, all right? Excellent. Right then, news fans. Here we are with another player profile, but with a difference, an international flavour to this one, for a change. An international flavour. So, what we've got is Armand French, okay? One, as everybody sees him on his shirt, okay? It's French, and Armand, you speak little English, we? Yeah, and I speak little French. So, we're going to try and get something done here, okay? So, welcome, Cambridge United, Armand, okay? Now, first of all, how old are you? Quel âge as-tu?
18, 10 ans.
How long have you been playing football? Quel âge arrête? No, arrête is stop, no. Start football. Quel âge?
À quel âge 12 ans, 11 ans.
12? 12 years old?
Yeah.
And in France all the time?
Yeah.
Where in France? Whereabouts in France?
Avant à Paris.
Oui.
Et après, 2 ans après, à Nantes, au FC Nantes.
So you, with Paris?
Yeah.
And then Nantes?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you play for this team in Nantes?
No.
No, in the back squad, in the squad. Okay. So why, pourquoi aller à Angleterre? Pourquoi? Why did you come to England?
Parce que j'ai toujours voulu venir en Angleterre.
Oui.
Ouais, j'adore le jeu anglais. Et j'aime bien l'Angleterre.
Oui.
Même la langue, j'aime bien. J'ai toujours voulu savoir parler anglais.
Oui. So you wanted to learn English, and you want to. Do you watch English football? Did you watch English football in France?
Yeah. Ouais, tout le temps.
All the time.
Always.
All the time. Okay. And what was your favourite? Do you have a favourite team in England?
Manchester.
No, no.
Manchester, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Had you heard of Cambridge United before? Vous d'accord, Cambridge United avant?
Connaître?
Oui.
Je connaissais Cambridge?
Oui.
Non, je connaissais pas. Non.
So, why
Ouais.
come Cambridge? Why?
Ouais. Je sais pas, bah c'est mon agent. Il m'a ramené ici. Et donc j'ai joué ici quoi. Mais ça va, je suis content de jouer à Cambridge.
So it was, the offer was there. There's no other English club ask you to play? Other an autre English football ask you vous to jouer pour that?
Moi?
Oui.
Moi je veux jouer pour un autre club.
Oui.
Si, bah les de Premiership.
Le Premiership, oui. C'est bon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mais après.
Après ici, oui.
D'abord Cambridge.
Okay.
Et après.
Right. I think we're doing quite well so far. We're hanging in there. Okay, we're hanging in there. Who is your favourite player
In Cambridge or
in the world?
La
globe.
Canoe.
Yeah. Oui, Arsenal Canoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bon. It's French, oui?
Canoe.
No.
Non, c'est Thierry Henry.
Right. Thierry Henry is French. That's right. Okay. So, since you arrived, Cambridge, is the football different here than France?
Yeah. Ouais.
In which way?
Ouais, parce que en France, on joue au sol, dans les pieds.
Oui.
Et en Angleterre, c'est des longs, la tête.
On the head.
Yeah.
But is that so? You see that you play on the floor in France. Yeah. Here, there's more in the air and long ball. Yeah. What, for Cambridge or for English football?
English football.
You think that of English football? Yeah. Okay. then. That's interesting. That's interesting. Right. You single? Avez-vous un fiancé? Oui.
Yeah.
You have a fiancé?
Yeah.
In Paris?
Not.
In Nantes.
Yeah.
She come here?
After.
After.
Yeah.
Yep, great. Okay, that's excellent. And how long have you contract with Cambridge?
1 year.
1 year. Okay.
No.
No? Le premier temps, oui?
Yeah,
Le
yeah.
premier. How? C'est bon, oui?
Ouais, c'est bien.
Très bien. Très bien. Autographe, comme ça, tout le temps, oui?
Ouais.
Excellent. Okay, well, welcome, Cambridge.
Merci.
C'est bon pour vous.
Yeah.
C'est bon pour nous
Yeah.
aussi. Oui?
Okay.
Okay. Le prochain temps nous parler.
Yeah.
The next time we talk, après vous score.
Yeah.
Goal, oui?
Okay.
C'est bon. Excellent. Okay. Ready. Demain, oui, ready. Demain.
Demain.
Un goal de vous.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. Jeez, all right. C'est bon, oui, c'est bon. Right then. Okay, we've managed to hold some Cardiff fans. Okay. What time did you set up this morning?
About 7, believe it or not.
That's 7. That's mad for it. Absolutely mad for it. Right then. So what about this Thorne? He was in the other week. You've got him. Do you know anything about him?
Yeah, he's a good proven goal scorer. He'll get us up this year.
Right, he got us a goal. He got a goal for Stoke the other week. But we did catch that because we was talking to Nick Hancock at the time, and he missed a goal as well.
No,
so that was the way it went.
He'll get us promoted this year. We're going up to the first division where we belong.
Right. What sort of money's been? I mean, about 8 million quid in it, or something that's been in your.
Yeah, about 10 million.
10 million.
Yep.
Right. And what about Sam? How did you all receive him when he first?
He's a god.
So why did he come to Cardiff? Why?
The potential. We're a sleeping giant. We are the definitive sleeping giant.
But can you not say that about any club?
No.
Really?
You got such a great big fan base. I mean, football fans fill the Millennium Stadium with 70,000 people, so the catchment area is huge.
Right.
And that's why Sam's here.
Right. So you really believe that First Division you head this season?
Yeah, First Division, we belong there. And then the next step's a Premiership. Who knows?
Who should we be looking out for today? If I ask you. So,
Linda.
Who do you reckon we should be looking out for today, Linda?
Graham Kavanagh and Thorne. Yeah, they're going to be 3-0 today.
Leo Fort, he's been hanging in there as well. He scored a few for you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's proven.
He didn't settle to start. Personally, I thought, what a waste of money. Where did this guy come from? But he settled in and brilliant. They can't touch him.
Excellent. Well, so what about a score today then?
3-0. And you won't have a look in.
3-1 to City.
3-1 to City. Go on in. What's your score today? Go on.
Take my Cardiff away.
What's the score today?
3-1. 2-1.
2-1. That's a reasonable. 3-1. All right. Enjoy your day. All right. Made a big win. All right. Excellent stuff. These are the academy lads. No, you're the under 19s, isn't you? What was the score against West Brom this morning, Rob?
1-5-0.
5-0.
Yeah.
And you didn't score because you're the goal, didn't you?
Well, obviously not, no.
Any goals, Jermaine?
Unfortunately, I didn't get one, no.
No, but it was a good game.
Yeah, good game, yeah.
And you've done the business against West Brom.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. We're going to catch them one game very soon, all right? Keep it up, boys.
Cheers.
Can I introduce you please to a lump of cheddar cheese? Knit £1, drop one. Kick it. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran off to Waterloo. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran in a bucket of Vindaloo. Bucket. Vindaloo, 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 na-na. Vindaloo, 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 na-na. Where on earth are you from? From England. Where you come from? Do you put the kettle on? Kick it. Can I introduce you please to a lump of cheddar cheese? Knit £1, drop one. Kick it. Me and me mum and me dad and me gran went off to Waterloo. Me and me mum and me dad and me in a bucket of Vindaloo. Bucket. Vindaloo, 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 na-na. Vindaloo, 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 na-na. And we all like Vindaloo.
It's a new era, Dave. Right, no, we haven't managed to catch Dave yet because he's been so busy in training and stuff and getting all his self together. But I promise you we will bring a full-length interview with you. We're going to sort that out, Dave, very soon. Right. But congratulations, you got man of the match today. Thoroughly deserved. Now, don't want any cliches. How do you really feel? Go on.
No, I'm chuffed.
Yeah?
It's absolutely superb. So it's good to get man of the match, but 3 points. I mean, everyone knows we badly needed them.
Against 8 million quid.
I know.
So that's pumped you up another 50 quid.
I'll be having a word out, I'll tell you.
I mean, I'm been privy to the training, so I know what you're all capable of.
Yeah.
But today's the first time that it really showed itself in its full ability.
Yeah,
really,
well, we said we were going to change the tactics a little bit. We went 4-3-3, and a lot of that was to do to combat Cardiff's midfield. And to be fair, they weren't in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were magnificent today, and we really deserved them points.
I mean, they looked as though they were hoofballing it, Dave. I mean, we hadn't seen that down here for a long time, but they did look as though they were hoofballing it.
I don't understand it. I mean, I was expecting to come here and backs against the wall and all the rest of it, and I don't know. I don't know what's gone wrong. I'm sure their manager will have a few words with them.
Now, your goal against Bournemouth was a Dave Kitson special. I've seen you do a few, right? Today, I don't want to take any glory away, Dave, but it slipped in there, did it?
Everyone always says to you, as a striker, it doesn't matter how they go in, you know, come off your backside for all I care, but, I mean, just another goal.
That's
another
right,
goal, so well pleased.
Excellent. What are you going to do with champagne, Dave? Have you had it yet? Have they given it to you?
I'll have to want that down, I tell you.
Well, ex-non-league, they get a bottle of pomade. That's what you get, all right. Hey, enjoy your show, mate. Well done.
Thanks,
congratulations,
cheers.
all right? Excellent stuff.
I love that. I love that.
Well, it's been a while, Reg. I mean, I think we've been avoiding each other because we haven't had a great deal to talk about in the last few weeks, but we can talk about something good now. I mean, you're obviously elated. We've been watching people sort of like that, you know, and that's football fans.
Yeah.
But some of us have stuck with it, and you pointed out this week that you intend to stick with it come what may. You know, I did the same in certain respects. So, I mean, justification today, how are you feeling about the performance today, really?
The performance was magnificent. They worked a lot harder. I think the difference, in my opinion, and I don't know anything about football, what director does, but I thought the difference was in the middle of the park where we put 3 in there, and I thought it was a tremendous performance. And to me, Kitson, he came of age today.
Well, I've said to him that we've added another 50 quid onto his value now. so they are. That's fun. The coffers up a bit.
Well, somebody said George Burley was here watching him. I said, well, he's not for sale.
So he ain't going anywhere. Have you actually spoke to Sam Herman?
No, I haven't seen it. I saw a glimpse of it. Right. Apparently, he gets very fidgety through a game, after a game, and you don't see a lot of him. He's probably pacing up and down the dressing room.
So, I mean, now what the lads have produced, what we know that they're capable of doing, I mean, I've seen that from the training ground. So, do you think that the pressure might now have been relieved because people feel that we are able to at least compete against some of these teams, and we've shown that today. We've shown it against West Brom.
I think when you look at the boy Kitson, that cost us literally nothing. He's overturned a player that they paid £750,000 for. But we mustn't get carried away.
Oh, sure.
A lot of work to do. Still need probably 3, probably 4 players for the squad, and I think then we'll start to even improve even more. And who knows? I mean, let's get carried away. It's our first win, 7 games, and I think that there's something to build on. And I'm very pleased with John Beck myself personally. I mean, he's taken some stick. He's changed his ways. I wish people would see that he could change his ways more than they have been seeing him.
He's flexible,
and he's flexible, and he's got a lot to prove, and he knows he's got a lot to prove. But he's changed his ways. He's changed the way we play today, and I'm pleased for John Beck.
Excellent. Well, I'm pleased for you, Reg, because at the end of the day, you've stuck your neck out as well and said, you know, this is what I think, and it's come good today for you.
Yeah.
So many more days like that.
Long
way to go. We'll still be there, won't we? OK, I've got with me now Alan Cork. Now, Alan, for my research, I do visit your website and stuff like that, and have banter with your fans to pick up the background, find out what's going on. Now, we've had Gary Megson, we've had Ron Atkinson give his opinion based on what he's seen as play. Jockey Wilson, that's the old dart player, Jockey Scott at Notts County, all sort of been around, and Fry, okay? Now, they all said we were going to be a hard team to beat, and that's based on what they'd seen. Now, in the report that you said this week, you said you thought we was a weak team. What was the justification before you got here?
What report was that on?
The report you did on the website about your opinions about Cambridge as a team and outfit that you was coming to deal with.
Was it the official website? Was it the unofficial website?
Official one. It was official one.
I've said all week this is one of the hardest games to come to because we did it like it was really last week. We hadn't conceded a goal, and I said that Cambridge hadn't won, and it's always a bad place to go to. So whenever I come here, I've always been beaten.
Right. So I mean, what do you think? Was you prepared for the way we played today? Was you? No,
because you changed the way you played, didn't you, at the last minute?
Right. So, how do you tackle that as a manager normally? I mean, what do you normally do?
Unfortunate for us that the Cambridge side wanted to work harder than we did.
And that's what you could. So you put it down.
It doesn't matter how good a player you are. If you don't want to work and have big balls to go and close people down, you don't win games, do you?
Well, that's been our problem to some degree as well. So I mean, what would you say after you've seen our performance today with what with the squad we've got, which is a quarter, not even that.
Listen, all your lads have worked hard today and deserve the win because I said to the press now you can't play with 5 players missing.
Right. So with the team that you put out today, you've added Peter Thorne, which he showed his potential here before. Didn't really get into the game today, did he? He didn't come on until late.
He joined us by sign on Thursday. But I mean, he's had 3 days in the hospital doing scans and signing contracts and getting his girlfriend down. So it's a bit unfair to play him.
You was on a roller coaster, right? Or you was on a crest of a wave, really, since the start of the season to some degree, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's what football's like. It's like you sign up with Cambridge. We want to get one good game like this, and I don't know you're playing on Tuesday, but you might find it different on Tuesday.
That's right. Well, we're playing Reading actually.
Well, it's football. So it's so that's how football at this level is. You never know what your players will do from week in and week out.
Right. So you just have to take it as it comes each week.
Well, when you get young players, when we've got a lot of young players, and you're never guaranteed how they're going to perform.
But with the investment that you've got and the backing that you've got, is Division 1 where you're definitely aiming for this season? Is that what you're going for?
No, I mean, you can listen. People say things about football like and make predictions. I'm just like Becky, go from one game to the next game because that's all you can do in football. Right,
but your fans. I mean, we had concerts. Your fans are convinced that this is the drive you're going for this year.
Fans have their opinions, and I have mine, and I just want to work and keep working and get results, and everyone's disappointed today, but the best thing about football, the next game comes around very quickly.
Certainly does. Well, Alan, I wish you all the success with your future until we come down to Cardiff, obviously. Yeah. All right, for the game today. We enjoyed it. All right. Right, I'm in a mess here today, okay? Bit of a mess here, because I've got so much into this routine, John, of sort of like looking to see where we went wrong and see if we can come up with anything positive out of it, right? So really, I'm at a loss. I'll let you say about it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's fantastic for everybody, especially the fans.
But it's the way we've done it, John, as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I honestly do think, and I know we didn't get the results up until today, there's been patches where I felt, we've shown it in spells. Maybe we just lack a little bit of consistency and we missed some chances. I can remember one that's missing a goal, missing a penalty at Notts County. Right. And we didn't play well at Bedford. I can remember Leon Kelly missing a chance at the back stick. And, all these little things add up. But today we sort of put everything together and certainly were the better footballing team. And we scored the goals that we deserve, so it's fantastic for everyone.
It definitely, I mean, what I've picked up, people were actually, not just with a win, but just with the way in which it was achieved. Because we have shown flashes of our ability to play.
That's right.
We have since day one, and on the we're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
But to actually reproduce that on a pitch is something we've not done for 90 minutes.
That's it.
But we managed to do it today and hold them out at the end, which was the important thing.
We've produced it in spells, haven't we? This club's about youth development, bringing on youngsters, bringing on the likes of Dave Kitson, who we nicked from Wolseley Town for 20 or 30 grand. Armand, number 1 come on up front there. Didn't he do well? He's only 18, not 19 till next March. So we're really, really pleased with some of the youngsters that were in the deep ends. And I think we have to be bold as a club, and the supporters have to be bold, and the management team have to be bold, and just throw these youngsters in and get them super organised, super motivated, and I'm pleased for everyone.
I mean, on paper, it doesn't really mean anything, but on paper, if we can perform and beat a team such as Cardiff with the squad that we've got, then there isn't any other team in the division that you can are any better than Cardiff. You know, with the backing they've got and with the the quality they've got.
Well, yeah, I mean they've spent 8 million and they've got fantastic resources. It was a cup final today. We had nothing to lose. I don't think anybody felt that we were going to get the 3 points today, except myself and the lads in the dressing room. You did. Well, that's good. That's good. That was 4 of us then. So what we've got to do now is just build on this, and it does take the pressure off the lads a little bit, but there's another big game Tuesday. We're not getting carried away. There's an alcohol ban on all the lads. They're in tomorrow for training, and they do their regeneration run, and we'll be working on what we're going to do against Reading, and we'll have to see if we can get a result there. But it's about everybody, supporters, the chairman, yourself, everyone get together and getting over these little rocky times, enjoying the good times, because the good times will come, because we're striving for excellence. We are striving for success, but sometimes you don't always get what you deserve. So if you strive for excellence,
it's a journey, John. It's not a destination. It's a journey, isn't it?
That's right. We'll get there. We'll get there. We just need everybody's support. We really are working our socks off. So hopefully it will get.
So alcohol ban for the lads. What about you?
And me.
Is that right?
I'm taking some antibiotics at the moment. I had a raging toothache yesterday, so I've got some antibiotics in my system, so I can't drink, but I might have a few lemonades.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, you deserve them, John.
Thank
all
you.
right. Excellent stuff. All right. Thanks. Great. We'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday, and we'll be there to see how we get on there. All right. I actually got Reg to wear the hat today. Things are looking up.
Things are looking up.
Excellent. All right. Cheers, John.
First home victory this season. That's 5-star. Obviously, products. It's going to be Malcolm Park. Malcolm, come forward. Thanks very much. It's to the first of the season, the first president of the season. There's no name on here because you don't need to know a name, because it is Stevlin Angus.
So, Hughes fans, as you can see, we've had a superb weekend here at Cambridge United, a well-deserved victory. I mean, you put it on a piece of paper, £10 million against probably £10. There's no comparison, is there? And pure football played off the park, unbelievable. A joy to be there. Make sure you're there for the next one. Okay. Just to finish off, a bit of information about a new thing that's happening here at the Abbey. This Sunday, the 23rd, is a brand new boot sale happening at the Harris Suite car park that you get to through Cutthroat Lane. But for the general public, they park in the Corona car park next to the ground. For those fans that know that, then that's there. Free parking for the day, 10 till 4. The public will be allowed in from 10 o'clock on. So we look forward to seeing you there. Players are going to be coming down for some autographs and bouncy castle and bits and kids. So come and enjoy yourselves, have a day out, have a walk around the boot sale, and pop into the Harris Suite and have a bar and perhaps watch some football in the afternoon. Okay, so look forward to seeing you then. Otherwise, we'll be seeing you here on Amber and Black next Monday, 5:30, as usual. Well, no, not as usual, but you know what I mean. I'll do my best. Okay, have a good week. Entrance of Cambridge United, as we all know it, off Newmarket Road. That will be the car park for the general public, and it is free car parking for everybody, so please make your way there and you will be taken care of, and so will your vehicle. That's great news. Now, once you've parked your vehicle, You then make your way through that side alleyway there, down the alleyway, which I'll now take you to. Which then takes you into the boot sale area. Neatly marked out pitches for everybody. And hopefully for its launch, the weather will be shining. Okay, so it all takes place here, Sunday the 23rd, and you're all welcome.
Here we are at Majestic Stadium.
Right.
And,
Majestic Stadium?
Is it
nice.
Majestic?
I don't know.
What is this stadium called?
Majestic.
Well, I was close anyway, I was close. And we just had a 1-0 defeat. What do you think of the performance, Sooty?
Well, I think that I'd like to leave the job and get the club to find another manager. How's that? I can't take it. I can't
take the pressure.
No, it's too much.
No, well, you interview me now and I'll tell you what I think. Right. Here we are at the Majestic Stadium.
Right.
Come on.
We're here. Right, okay, John. Right, now look. Me and Matt got here 10 minutes late. And we missed the best part.
Oh, you missed the best part of our play. Oh, that's it. It's down the rain and all.